I'm here to talk about the poor living conditions of those living in third world countries. The main problem for these terrible conditions is insufficient funds to better the water supply, the food supply, housing, morale. A main problem for people living here is sweatshops. Not enough pay, much too hard labor. It breaks a person down and it gives them no hope to get past where they are. An estimated 1 billion people, 1 billion were living in slums in 2005. Many women in these countries spend hours a day trying to find water just to survive. Think about what they could accomplish if they had more time and more resources to accomplish greater and better things. But us humans, the first job is to live. So they don't have time to do that. And I think this problem really needs to be fixed. An estimated 1 in 3 people in the world have inadequate shelter. 1 in every 5, not enough water, and 1 in every 7 do not have health resources like doctors, hospitals, etc. Nearly every second child is born into poverty in third world countries. An eye-popping statistic is almost 1 million of people in these countries are living on $1 a day. Think about what you would do with $1 a day. $1 drops out of your pocket, you would consider walking past it rather than picking it up. Those people, you double their daily use of money. If we could just give a little bit of money to these countries, you would see a rise in the world. What people don't understand is we're not just helping them because we feel bad. If we help them, they will help us.
You ready? Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Tonight I will be telling you about my story of me visiting the Dominican Republic, a third world country. Me and Matt's topic is third world country and poverty. When I visited Cercadillo, a small village in the Dominican Republic, I had this lady named Ina show us around. She was involved with missions down there. The first thing I noticed was the kids. Half of the kids there do not have a birth certificate to represent themselves, meaning they can't get an education or can't apply themselves to the village, which isn't really known as a village because of the amount of birth certificates. When I first got there, the kids themselves go to school, but half of them can't go to school because of their birth certificate. So some of them stay at home and work or get involved in gangs. The girls in the village cannot shower at night, cannot bathe at night, cannot play at night, cannot go outside at night because of the sex trafficking involved in the village. Gang members think it's a game to hop around and have sex with as many girls as possible. I noticed many kids that stay with the Vacation Bible School and get help with Ina stay out of trouble and usually go on to do bigger things throughout the village. Our bus driver stayed in the village and came out and told us all about it. Throughout me staying there, I noticed how there's no electricity, no housing, no plumbing, and not many people can do anything in that village. If there was any housing, it did not have any lights, did not have any toilets, did not have any running water, and most of the people had to go down a 2-mile walk to the well to fill up the water and take it back to their house, which was risky, and you could not do it past 5 without getting in trouble with the gang. On the bus drive up to Cercadillo, we could not go a certain route because of the involved in shootings, killings, and people who would take advantage of newcomers and take advantage of tourists and take their money. The day before we went, it was a rainy day, and since there's no paved roads, we could not go up the hill, so we had to walk. When we found out a way to do it, we put rocks in, which took an extra hour to get up to the village. It was different here because no roads there are paved, and there's no way of transporting everywhere like there is here. What really stood out to me was kids dying for help. I noticed lots of kids there didn't have any clothes, had big bellies because of the water, and really struggled to understand the concept of what was going on. I talked to this one kid who talked about how he didn't have a dad because he left and as I told you exactly in the beginning, got involved with sex trafficking. The adults there think it's a game to get as many people that are pregnant as possible, which is a serious topic because that is a big problem with HIV/AIDS, spreading young pregnancy and Sorry, I had to take a short restroom break. On my last few days of the village, the kids were really upset that we had to go because of all the support we brought them. We brought them clothes, bats because they loved the game of baseball, and a bunch of games and a new mindset to their village. Leaving the village was one of the toughest things for me because coming back to Ashburn made me realize how spoiled we all are. We all complain about our education and all complain about how bad it is, but really, we're lucky to get an education in one of the best places in the world. Coming back, I realized what it's like to have running water, a nice set of clothes every day, and a nice education to look forward to every day. I realized that I should be thankful for everything I have, and I'm thankful for all the things people do for me around here, and I'm thankful for a good support system. Down there, I really hope that we can all reach out to them and give them a good support system, aid them, feed them, and give them what they need to succeed in life. Most of this kid's goals is to get out of there and do some big things down in that country, and I hope they all do it. Thank you for spending time with me.
As you can see, the living conditions and the lives that they have to live every day in third world countries is just not acceptable. We have waited too long. We need to find it in our hearts, and we need to hold ourselves accountable to go and help these people. We say we feel bad, we say we want to help them, we say we will help them, and we never do anything. The time is now. How do we do this? I have an idea. The United Nations comes together and they form an agreement that every country will give a portion, every country that is well off with money. I'm sure there'll be a category, there will be a way to identify which country you are, how much money you need to give. I don't know all the details there. I can't give those, obviously. But we take some amount of money from each of these countries, and that goes towards building up the third world countries. Of course, there'll be a percentage, so countries that aren't as wealthy don't have to pay as much as countries that are wealthy. Once we help them and get their economy up, they will give back to us, and we will see the benefits across the whole entire world. Let's make this happen. Thank you.